Well, it is Sunday, so time for breakfast with birds. Birds have mostly finished having breakfast in the time that it's taken me to get good pictures of 9-week-old Thistle, whose face I can't find. I'm very sorry, Thistle. And 8-week-old Indica. Oh no, a beep fight. Oh. Emilio gonna try and get Tandy into that box? I know, I hear him. Tandy was on my knee for a bit this morning. Oh no, Rigby got too close to the proximity alarm. Hey, PJ. So we still haven't had anybody speak for PJ or Mia. Sammy still hasn't had his second round of worm treatment. Oh, a stretchy penny. I have noticed that a lot of birds, particularly squeakers, are more itchy than usual. So on our days when we don't have to take pictures of any, I'm going to set them up a permethrin bath. That way, just in case something has snuck in on like their nesting straw or something, we should be able to nip that right in the bud. I do not have any confirmation of lice on the Ramsey birds, but considering how I've had them come in on straw in the past, like, this is just a precaution necessary to take this time of year. And rather than forcing them all to bathe, I'm just going to make a medicated bath available to them once a week. I figure that any birds who are being bothered by bugs will go bathe themselves a bath. And the problem will be taken care of. This is another one of those allowing them to engage in natural behaviors things. We will, of course, be checking any birds scheduled to go out thoroughly so that we don't accidentally send anything to new caretakers. As is our habit, if we actually do find any bug evidence, we will close down until everyone is treated. But it's honestly better to treat in case of bugs for summer itchies than assume summer itchies. Look at that Leela eat food by herself. It's getting to where her dad's not feeding her at all, and her mom is grudgingly feeding her. And now that she has figured out what this entire third of the loft floor is for. No. he's been a little bit more active about self-feeding. Hey, that's Sammy. Hi, PJ. Hey, buddy. I love your beautiful lava eyes. So, an update on Sunsu, who is still in his hospital cage inside. He has some stable days where he doesn't pant. And it seems that, much like an asthmatic human, he gets raspy when he's been active or when something stresses him out. So we are thinking about testing him for asthma. Oh, hello, Penny. Benny has been much more willing to get in my lap and fuss with my shirt. Shirt fuss. Still doesn't super like me to touch her, but will climb up in my lap and mess with my shirt and snuggle with me. That little snuggle muffin. Hi, Leela. Oh, let's see if that goes anywhere. Lord knows they've been trying. That was sad. So, 5 days to eggs if Lily impregnated Ellie. I haven't seen anybody tread her since then. Looks like she's actually trying to let him know. Dodge, don't. God damn it, Dodge. Vinny is an excellent mate option because he is a good protector and a good egg sitting partner. is Lily. By letting Lily fill her eggs and staying with Vinny, Ellie is probably trying to get the best of both worlds. Especially since Vinny is still very attracted to Luxie. If he and Luxie split up, Ellie and Vinny probably would. And the bird wooing up there is PJ to Puddin'. I think it's pretty definitive by now that whatever Sun Tzu is dealing with is not something that can be passed on. It has been, oh gosh, like 2 months since we brought him in. And in that amount of time, if what he had was catching, someone else would have started to click. Respiratory disease passed really easily amongst pigeons. They're one of the disease sets that birds are especially susceptible to. Like, yep, digestive tract things will bother them, but they will usually bother them subclinically, and they can have parasites or bacteria or even fungal infections of the digestive tract without showing any symptoms. There is not much of anything they can carry asymptomatically in their lungs. Got too close to Mia's calcium pile. It's supposed to be everybody's calcium pile, but right this second, it's Mia's. Well, the fact that nobody else, particularly no babies, have sickened is more evidence pointing towards the possibility of Sun Tzu having asthma. Hi, Alex. While fascinating, that would definitely mean that PJ will not be sound to breed. Now, again, I do not have any plans to breed him. But it would be a relief not to just have to put him to sleep. If there were some way that he could be treated long term for it. It's very rude, Hagrid. Sorry, she and her husband both took turns extravagantly pooing my shoulder. Look at that comfy Leela. We still have not had word whether Silk is going home this week But if not this week, then next. What you doing, Alex? Hey, Lexi. The feral children are braver than Lexi is. Lexi has been here since she was 6 weeks old. Who's in there? Mo. That's all. Thistle, you trying to pick you out a box already? I mean, Elliot was tail sweeping at, was it Leela or Penny? It was one of the young ladies. Tail sweep charging at him. Oh my good Lord, Lily. Interesting. He actually did manage for a second to just walk in the middle of the freaking married couple. Ellie may be changing her mind about who she's with, and so might Lily be. You know, I honestly wouldn't complain if Luxie and Vinny ended up together. He doesn't take as long to finish for one, and it may freak her out less. Might manage to fill an egg. And Ellie is clearly patient enough to lay still and wait for Lily. So it might be that wife swapping would benefit them both. Or more specifically, would benefit all four. Hey, buddy. Vinny's another really human-friendly bird who would mellow Luxie's offspring out a bit. Interesting turn of events. I haven't seen Puddin' and PJ down the same time today. May have to check and see if they have an egg. Well, if they do, it'll be documented, but it will not be allowed to hatch. Well, part of this video apparently may not be saved. microphone may have crapped itself a little. And we've hit the 20-minute mark. So, in addition to our clients, adopters, and apprentices in both small-scale companion breeding and small-scale rescue, I would like to thank our subscribers here on YouTube, our patrons on Patreon. Oh my goodness gracious. Pea part. Benny wins. Oh lordy, our wonderful patrons on Patreon, the friends of our business page on Facebook, and our followers on Tumblr, Instagram, and Twitter for your contributions, both financial and intellectual. As always, I welcome you to leave a comment in the comment section regarding what you think those financial contributions should go towards. Currently, they go towards food, veterinary care, medical and maintenance equipment, and new blood. If there's anything else you can think of to suggest, I am all ears. Thank you very much, my dears. And all things going well, I will see you tomorrow.